Cocksucker.
Me want cookie.
No, that was I did the count. You did Cookie
I did
Monster.
Cookie
You
Monster,
did
yeah.
the
I guess
Cookie
that's probably about right.
Monster.
Although I'm more dark than you are. I should be the count, probably. Cookie
Why the fuck
Monster
is
is
he up
very
during the
positive.
day anyway? Aren't you a vampire? Stop counting shit and go to bed.
I know. The Count didn't kill anyone, did he?
We don't
On
know,
Sesame
man.
Street, did he drain
Man,
anybody?
I'm writing that fan fiction later.
I know. I started thinking about that the other day, that I was like, "That he's like the shittiest vampire there is."
But what is his prey? I'm curious because he has to feast upon something.
Numerical systems.
He's like a fucking quantum mathematics a junkie. He binges late night TED Talks.
It's like the writer's room didn't think it all the way through.
Yeah.
Count whatever, like Count Dracula, like so that we'll make him count stuff. But
Yeah.
also vampires fucking kill things, right? Yeah, but I don't think the kids would get that.
Yeah. Well, you never see him from the waist down.
No, you do not.
Discount fucks.
Welcome back to Two Shots Music Pod, everyone. Hey, please subscribe over there on YouTube. It really helps us, and give us 5 stars. Leave a 30 comment over on Apple Podcasts. Follow us everywhere you follow people at Two Shots Music Pod. That's the number 2 Shots Music Pod. And you can follow us by clicking a button on the platform. It usually says follow. Did I explain that right?
FOLLOW.
That is Stu Miller.
Hi, everybody.
I am Michael St. Yamis. Very nice to meet you all.
Hey, you look good today, man.
My pajamas.
What about your pajamas?
Pajamas. Is that from the Birdcage?
I don't know.
Your pajamas.
Pajamas.
It's Hank Azaria saying it. I know that.
As Agador Spartacus.
I believe so. Yes.
It's the best lines in the whole movie are him. I can't wear the shoes; they make me fall down. There's so many brilliant. I watched it within the last year, and as long as you
still hates gay people, yeah.
As long as you can take a little tongue in cheek,
Miami still looks like that.
It's still very, very funny.
Well, hey, Stu.
Yeah.
What you been up to?
Well,
what you been up to?
I was
partying.
Yours. Oh, thank you. Yes, the white-headed man from Scotland. Hi, I have a gripe to have. It's been a hell of a day this week, or a week this day.
Sure.
Year this week. However you want to put it.
Month a week.
It's I got a request from a scammer to do a solo.
But you didn't know it was a scammer.
I didn't know it was a scammer. I got
it up. You got a request.
I got a request through TikTok to, hey, do you ever play on soundtracks? Sure do. Visit my website, as you do. Got a message through the website. And I'm like, okay, seems right. So he said, here's the recording. Would love to know what you'd put over it. Cool. Did a demo. Sent him the full mashed up thing. Didn't send a bounce out of all the shit. I did bounce it all out, but I didn't send that to him just because I'm not one for wasting time. If he's happy with it, we're done. I'm good. I'm out of here. Right. So, it got that, and he said, okay, my bank, this is for the first alarm bell goes off.
Before we get to that, what kind of soundtrack was it? For a movie, a TV, for a
commercial?
A commercial. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're thinking there may be some money in this. It's a commercial. Might be some.
There was offer of a flat rate, which I'm okay. I didn't compose anything. I basically improv'd some sweet, sexy licks over a really cool chord change. I think this guy probably just lifted it off of fucking AI or something like that. Yeah, like something that took him less than the amount of time it took him to type the email to me.
Right.
Well, I don't even know if it's a he. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be sexist. I mean, it could be. I could be getting catfished in the most bizarre way possible.
James Acaster, he or she,
or she. So I get that's great. I can't do electronic payments. My bank only allows me to write checks.
Red flag on the field.
Ding. First flag. What business should I make it out to? So I send him an invoice. Has my current address on it. Because if he's mailing a check, I want it to get to me. I don't really give a shit because I'm moving out of here in a
Well,
short
don't
amount of
say
time.
that yet, but go
I'm
on.
letting everybody know that. So I don't. Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. But anyway, I'm letting everybody know I'm fine because I really am fine.
Okay.
This did not go any further than really this. So then it came to a back and forth. Well, I'm going to send you the amount was like $300 for the solo, which is my typical rate for
Yeah.
doing a track for somebody. It's kind of it's the time of year that I'm playing, doing a lot of session work. Just
Yeah.
seemed like it's a reasonable thing to ask. So I said, sure, sounds great. They cut a check for accidentally $3,000.
Oh
Supposedly.
no.
Oh no,
Oh no, they accidentally cut a check for
Blanche, what
3,000.
shall we
You
do?
know how we all do that all the
I mean,
time.
can't my secretary accidentally
Oh,
cut a check
secretary.
for
Mhm.
$3,000. Um and it's I don't know. So I'm like,
There's a way to fix that,
there's a way to
right?
fix that. Well, it's going to take her. We can't actually cut another check for a month.
Oh.
Red flag number 2.
Oh
So
man.
we'd like to, and the flags kept coming. Would like to send you this check.
Mhm.
You can deposit it and then send us the balance back. And I said, no, I'm okay, thanks. And if you need to wait another month, go ahead. That was the last thing I said. TikTok account's deactivated. Reply to the email is dead. The email's dead. So again, I mean, I spent, as I said earlier, I actually spent more time because I mean, like I listened to it while I was doing this. I spent more time looking for a 1/4-inch cable because they're all at various rehearsal space right now than actually playing the part. I think it took me 15 minutes to find the cable and about 10 minutes of fucking around in this little jam thing.
Oh
But it
my
had the
god.
solo had a nice arc to it. It had a nice build in. It had a nice little repetitive motifs kind of things. Just kind of did my natural thing. And I mean, I'm
Wow.
pretty stoked with what I did. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a pity that
you
there's
did good
some
work.
fuck out there that is preying on musicians. So I want to let you know, my fine, beautiful, artistic butterflies and beautiful humans that you are still susceptible to this because this guy, said all the words that, I don't know. I don't know how to put it any other way than that. He said all the right words, and I will not do this shit without taking a deposit ever again now. And
Yeah.
if unless it's a friend, like if you called me tomorrow and say, "Hey, put a fucking solo on this, you biatch,"
Yeah, and that's the way I talk
That's the
usually.
way you talk, like one of them youngins.
That's the way I always get my my studio guys
Yeah,
together. Hey
biatch.
bitches, you've got 30 minutes to turn it around or fuck off.
Yeah. Listen, bitches, let's fuck. Musically, that is. So yeah, we're susceptible. I was susceptible to it. So just be wary, have your policies in place, and
Yeah.
and feel free to use this tale. Say, my friend Stu, that idiot, whatever you want to say, had this happen to him, and I'm sorry, new company policy is we don't do this without a deposit. Here's where you can send the deposit. We don't take anything that can't be guaranteed.
So I had a friend who went through this kinda.
Okay.
She's a singer, and she figured out a different way to go about it.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go through contracts and agreements. She asked me to do this big long contract. I was like, honestly, contracts mean nothing for most people.
Yeah.
Like I deal in contracts all the time in a
Yeah.
bunch of different industries.
Hmm.
And the problem with them is that yes, you can enforce them,
Yeah.
but like
It's gonna
I've
cost
gone
you
to
more
the
than that.
mat for $75,000 on an arbitration that I
Yeah.
completely won,
Yeah.
didn't get a dime.
Yeah.
I mean, you just spend more and more money winning. And
Yeah.
that sucks, right? So
Yeah.
contracts are basically a handshake to the state.
Yeah.
It's just basically the state going, y'all agree. So
Yeah.
it's only good if you kind of know the people involved
Yeah.
or real reputable lawyers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, don't do that. Like she's like, well, I want to make sure that they can pay me and the blah blah blah. So here's what she did.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are a little bit if they don't know you, they may not give you a deposit of half up front.
Yeah.
They may
Yeah.
not be, they may
Yeah.
be working with 5 guitars today or 5
Yeah.
vocalists or whatever. So here's what she did. Okay, you need to Venmo me $2.
Yeah.
$2 and I'll send you the demo.
Yeah.
And that way they knew Venmo, whatever, Zelle, I think it was one of those things.
Yeah.
So it was whatever it is digital so that I know you can pay me.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you have $1 or $2. It's hooked to a
Yeah.
bank account. I've
Mm-hmm.
got a name, I've got a face, I've got a whatever now.
Yeah. And I have a
And
digital tag on this.
yeah, and so that's what
Yeah.
she did. So they
That's
Venmoed her $2,
very
and
smart
then
idea.
after it went through, then they were like, "Yeah, that's cool. So we'll send you the 150," and so they did.
Cool. That's
And
great. That's
so
actually
that
really
is
smart.
it's a small way to do it. It's just
Yeah.
nothing's bulletproof. But that way you at least know you get the digital shit out of the way because none of
Yeah.
us wanna
Yeah.
wait for a check or an invoice and all
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I've had to do it before from corporate clients who have if I basically tell them, if you are booking my company to do this perform at this event for you,
Yeah.
you're also paying me to say no to everybody else that day. So
Yeah, yeah,
this is the cost of doing that. And if you don't want to do that, well, if something better comes along, I can take it.
yeah, yeah,
But if you really want us, and I'm okay with, like I've got some agreements with my agent that is
yeah.
different than that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? There are ways to protect yourself, and that's a really great easy way to do it. Hey, send me $2 that way. I know you can
With
pay me.
smaller people, because
Yeah,
it's like it's as you know, like when you work with like a bigger company, like
yeah,
I've done specs for advertising companies,
yeah,
and like they do net 30.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's like,
Wait
okay, well,
30
we're
days.
gonna do this up front, send us an invoice, and you will be waiting 35 days until
Yeah,
you get something.
yeah,
And you're like, "Oh god, okay,
yeah,
please pay me." And then you gotta chase them down and
yeah. I've had that
because they're
happen.
corporate.
Yeah, I've had that happen with some corporations that I've worked with too, which is why when the second they reach out to me, if they're asking me within a month of that,
Yeah.
that is a different conversation. Then my price goes up.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
really does. And because if it starts like 6 months before the event, then you can actually mitigate that. But anyway,
Yeah.
this is all
There you
business
go. So
stuff.
there you
So,
go. Be
yeah,
careful out there, creatives.
yeah.
But
How
do
about
the work. Do
yeah,
the exercise of the work.
yeah,
I don't want people to not take the chance and not do the exercise of the work because it's worth the prompt, right? It's
yeah,
worth the like, "Oh, hey, can I bust out a solo in 15 minutes over these 5 chords?"
yeah,
That's a good thing to do
yeah,
when it's not your music. Now,
yeah,
here's what I was thinking with this guy.
yeah,
What if he's building a song and every single part is this scam? So he starts out with a drummer
yeah.
and then doesn't pay him. And then he sends the drum track to a bass player,
It's
and he
awful.
doesn't play him. And then
Yeah,
he sends it out to the whatever, and then to you, and
yeah.
now he's got like a full song.
I'll send you the demo
It only
later.
took him like 8 emails to do it in 8 TikTok accounts.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's a
it
better way
cost
to
him
create music.
nothing. Yeah. I'll send you the track later, and we can maybe get it in the audio fingerprinting or something like that and see if we can track this fucker down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just
yeah,
kidding. Anyway, I don't
totally.
care. I mean, I really don't care that much. It is what it is, and,
No, but it's good
it's
to share with people. This
yeah.
happens. It happens.
It does happen. The key is to not let it as much as you can, not let it get to your bank account and not get to your spirit, because that's the
Yeah,
fucking hard part.
yeah. Don't ever send someone money back that they sent
Yeah.
you.
Don't
Ever.
do it. Don't do it.
Ever.
Don't
Sorry,
do it.
you sent me unless it's the IRS. If they ask, you have to.
They're always asking me for money, those pricks.
All right, let's get to
Yay!
some music. Biz Bites.
Music.
Yes. I wanted to do. I got invited to do this little roundtable thing, to like throw in my hat on what are the trends for 2025
Ooh,
for
you're so
music
fancy.
business. What are the trends? I opted out of it because I saw the rest of the guys that were doing it. And it's all the Bobby Owens, it's all the regular people that you know. If you've ever seen Digital Music News or
Yeah,
all that kind of crap, or
yeah,
Ari, it's all the same people. And by the way, all of it is the same. AI is going to be a big thing this year, or direct to consumer fans, direct to fans, going to be a very big thing this year, or fans are taking control of songs. This year will be when fans won't just listen to songs, they're going to want to have control over it and speed them up and slow them down and put them to video. And I'm like, did you not hear
wow.
this podcast a year and a half ago? Like I fucking wrote that story 3 years ago.
Yeah,
It just, anyway, I was laughing about all of it. It's all true
yeah,
in that it's always been that way.
yeah,
All this stuff is the
yeah,
same. And so we've talked about this on this podcast
yeah.
and elsewhere. But I just found it really funny. Um, But yeah, so those are I'll tell you my trends for the year. My
Yeah, go
actual
for
trends
it.
for the
Go for it.
year.
Plaid is
Uh,
in.
Lots of independent musicians are gonna fucking fail. That's the trend of the
Ooh.
year because they do not pay attention to advice or marketing advice on how to push their songs out in a reasonable way, and they don't have a recording strategy. How's that? They don't care of their foundation. They don't take care of it. They're not registering shit. They're leaving money on the table, and they're gonna fail.
Oh, man.
I said the same thing 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's really tough because as much as I've had this that same conversation with people as like, you go, here is where I had a woman reach out to me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put her on blast. A woman reached out to me in August of last year, something like that. And she said she was looking for collaborators and investors. So that word goes,
Ooh.
I cock my head like a spaniel.
Arr?
you know and I go, well, what does that mean? And I looked at her numbers, and I looked at her PRO, and I looked at all of the things that a good music business individual looks at to kind of vetting your customer a little bit. Okay, well, here's your numbers, like, what are you doing to improve those? I mean, I see what you're asking for, I understand what you're going for, but I don't think you're going to get there with this particular strategy. Well, I really
Yeah.
want somebody who just believes in me, and I know what my numbers are. Fuck off. Right? And it was like, and we've done that for a few people at this point in time,
Yeah.
where you've given them here's a breakdown of what's going on, and here's what you would need to do to make it make a splash, or do
Yeah.
what you want to, or actually get to a place where this cycle starts working for you.
And then nothing.
Occasionally I get one that does
They
it
hope
and they
for a
do it
viral
right.
hit.
Yeah, that word viral, I don't think that
Or
word means what you think
even
it
the people
means.
that I've worked with over the last few years, they'll go they'll bust ass with me as far as we can go, 2 or 3
Yeah.
months or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll hit all the marks that I told them that I was gonna do and get them the number of fans, and then they drop off the face of the cliff.
Yep. And
They
they don't
just
keep up on it.
they
Yeah.
don't keep up on it because
Yeah.
they're not actually in this.
Yeah.
And that's fair. That's
That's
okay.
and that's fine, but
Yeah.
that's the conversation that I've started having with people beforehand. Like,
Yeah.
because this is what it's gonna take, and I'm gonna need you to prove that you are in this for me for 6 months
Yeah.
before we will even start doing any of that shit.
Yeah. It's brutal. I will give a little bit of music biz news here that's happening
Yeah.
that you need to be careful about. If you are self-distributed on CD Baby, on DistroKid, on
Mm.
whatever is still in business right now, you need to be careful about what's called collab spawns.
Yeah.
There are people that are doing collab spawns that are being added to your music profile, and they'll call it a collab, and DistroKid is not catching it. They're not flagging it. I haven't seen it on TuneCore necessarily,
Mhm.
but I know it's coming.
Yeah.
This has always happened on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
But it's basically someone going in and then just like hopping onto your verified profile, then
Mhm.
taking half of your royalties by using your songs and just dropping another artist name on it. So
Yeah.
I mean, how stupid is this? You should check your bank account every week and check your
Yeah.
music account every
Yeah.
week.
Exactly.
But it's
Yeah.
happening. And so you
Mhm.
need to be careful about it. So if you see it happen, you can email us twoshotsmusicpod@gmail.com. It is a very complicated process to turn back the clock on it.
Yeah.
DistroKid fucking sucks at it.
Yeah.
But there's a way to do it. But
Mhm.
that's for another podcast. So
Yeah.
there you
Yeah, it's this is just called Scamageddon today is what
Yeah,
it's
and
like.
I think the way the country is going, there's gonna be a lot more.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you turn into sort of an authoritarian fascist like top, that this is kind of what happens
Yeah.
at the bottom. Like it becomes a little bit more wild, wild west.
Yeah.
I mean, crypto scams, like all of this shit is going to accelerate. And you
Yeah.
just need to be more careful. And that's
Yeah,
all.
keep your eyes open,
And
everybody.
also, there's no one out there looking out for you. There is no music business cop.
Yeah.
There's no like the FBI isn't going to help you. I know, and by the way, we've had these conversations with very very high level businesses, okay, where you will isolate a problem and you'll be like, well, isn't that illegal? Yes, it's absolutely illegal. Okay, what's next? Call the cops? Go ahead. Try to call the cops.
Yeah.
I've tried to
Yeah.
call the cops for someone breaking into a car, breaking into a house. They don't like it. They're not going to do anything. There is no music business police. And your only defense is really to pay attention
Yeah.
and limit your losses. Like,
Yeah.
and I
Exactly.
know that sucks, but I mean, that is the Russification of America that's happening all over the place. Just scams everywhere. Pricing on food being fucked up, where this is the per unit cost is different, and
Mhm.
so all of a sudden, like, this cost is too much. It's just scams everywhere. So just be careful, and
Yeah.
then we'll all move to Spain.
I'm thinking Portugal right now, buddy.
Yeah,
Considering
Portugal,
all the shit that's
buddy.
going on in Spain right now
I
with
know
in
my friends are not.
Barcelona.
If you've been a long time listener of this podcast, I over New Year's we do our fun with our best friends, and it appears they are not moving to Spain right now. They took away the
Ah,
golden ticket.
yeah,
They
they
do
did.
not want people moving there from the U.S.
I think that we're gonna get there with Italy soon. Even though every now and then they're like, "Would you like to live here for $1?" I'm sorry, that was
$1
racist.
for
That
your
was
house. You
racist.
build it up. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I apologize. Would you like to live in this small Italian village and pay $1 for the
Do,
year?
do, 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 do,
No,
do,
we can't get the rights to that. What the fuck, man?
All right, let's move it along. Let's get to Turn You On.
Oh.
All right, it's time to turn you on. First up, Stu is going to give you the new song.
This
Ish.
song is it came out in April of last year. It doesn't have that many views on YouTube, but I came across it on Instagram. They're running an Instagram ad right now. The band is called Improvement Movement, which fuck yeah, love that name.
Hell yeah.
But and the song is
I
called
take that every morning. It's got a lot of fiber in it.
Improvement Bowel Movement. Sorry guys,
Sorry,
you guys are fucking great. I don't want
Sorry,
to.
guys, but that's people need to remember.
I don't want to shit on your name, because it's fucking cool. And the song "Too Far," which is the one I heard this morning, is an absolute slapper. It is a fucking cool neo soul kind of, almost yacht rock. It's got some Doobie Brothers to it. It's it's a four piece, and they all fucking sing. So it's drums, bass, acoustic guitar, and keys. 4 dudes. And it kind of gave me like a little bit of Lake Street Dive kind of vibe at first.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was like, yeah, I kind of got that thing. But I just listened to it and I was like, oh, those harmonies. The
Yeah.
harmonies. Bass player's got a cool kind of gruff kind of thing going on. You can hear him reaching for the higher notes. I don't know if the video was recorded live, but there is definitely the thing I liked about the YouTube link that we will put down in the thing was you can hear imperfect. Oh, it's up there. Shit. Sorry,
It's
guys.
in
Look up there.
both. We're a full service podcast.
Lie back. We're a full service podcast. The thing I liked about this from a producer standpoint was everything's snug as fuck. Like their pocket is tight.
Yeah.
But there are breaths in there. Occasionally there's a little moment where they almost get to the note and then barely hit it. There's all these little isms, little, humanities that are in there that made it for me as a listener even fucking cooler.
Yeah. Very much a live band.
Yes, and I believe you're the one that said a lot of fucking couple of expensive chord changes in here,
Yeah.
and that last chorus lift and that fucking don't start till you get enough outro on the end of it. It's fucking great song, guys. Too Far, Improvement Movement. That is my new song of the day, and it literally came up this morning just out of just me fucking scrolling on the internet furiously scrolling.
I've been listening to it for a little bit. They call themselves acoustic rock out of Atlanta. I completely agree with you that there's a little yacht rock neo soul to it. This is from their sophomore album called Slump.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of good merch if you check out their store. So they're kind of on it. I think they will be ramping up next spring, and that's why they're doing some of this Instagram stuff, because they are going to be touring at least in New Haven.
Yeah.
So
I would like to
check
see
them
them open for Lawrence. Can we make that happen?
Absolutely. Open
Fuck
for
yeah.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
These are just real bands playing real music.
Yeah.
And I love that, the kids are back into it again.
Makes me happy. Yeah.
All right, let's get to the old song. I'm going to throw you way, way back 33 years ago.
Oh, back in the 1900s.
1991. Yeah,
Go easy
right
on me.
around there. Right around there.
Yeah.
Right when you were born.
When gas lamps were a thing.
I was 42. Okay, so
The answer to the
this
question.
is from all questions, and I have my towel. This is from a man, and I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but his name is Leonard
Hmm.
Kravitz.
Hmm. Hmm.
He's a
Hmm.
fine young man,
Hmm.
fine boy.
Leonard.
Um, Lenny Kravitz, always on the run. Oh yeah.
Oh
This
yeah.
is the first single from his third album called Mama Said.
Yeah.
And which by the way, my mama said that I'm always on the run. So anyway, it's in it's the album titles in the song.
Yeah.
It's all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But I think what a lot of people may not know, hopefully you know that Slash played on this
I
song.
did know that. Yeah.
Slash co-wrote the song because he
Yeah.
wrote the riff.
Yeah.
But some people don't know this was supposed to be on Guns N' Roses' second album, Use Your Illusion.
Oh, this Use Your
Use
Illusion
Your
2?
Illusion 1.
Or okay.
And
Gotcha.
then to Use Your Illusion, because this is 91. So this would have been after they did the whole run for Appetite for Destruction. But Steven Adler was not feeling well and not doing well. And so they kind of were in this weird little area. Well, Slash is good friends and I think maybe related to Lenny Kravitz, right?
I
It's
don't know the
something
answer to
around
that.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Lenny Kravitz's mom was the chick on the Jeffersons.
Yes, I believe so.
That's just so you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, fine young boys who were in the rock and roll scene.
Yes.
And he wrote it, he produced it, he co-mixed it. Other than the horns and Slash, he also played everything on it.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
This is something a lot of people need to know about Lenny Kravitz. He usually played every goddamn thing on everything.
Yeah.
He's and you know what? He doesn't get enough flowers for being that rock star because he still is. He did a nice little residency in Vegas at the end of last year. He'll be doing another one if you would like to see him at the MGM. I'm not sure where it is at the MGM, but it's in Las Vegas next August. I think tickets are on sale in the next month. But it's a really interesting story where Slash met up with Kravitz for a vodka-fueled songwriting session.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, the Guns N' Roses just came off a European tour date. And after the last date, he jumped on a Concorde, flew to New York, asked him to get a gallon of vodka and a bag of ice. They went in the studio. The two of them wrote it. He played the guitar, and then Slash played the guitar, and then Lenny came and played drums, and then Lenny played part of the guitar, and then he played the drums. And he put on the bass, and they called in horn players. Song was done in a day.
That's fucking beautiful.
Fucking amazing song too.
Yeah.
My band used to play it.
Yeah, I played it at Red Rocks with a funk band.
Absolutely.
We have a fucking 11-piece horn section. You're gonna fucking do it.
Hey, yeah. Whenever you have horns and guitars, you better play this song. So always on the run for Lenny Kravitz.
Dude,
some of you may know him from that amazing movie.
Oh, the Hunger Games boy.
Well, with the Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games.
Is he the one who has the archer ring? No.
I love
By
this
the way,
song.
before I go any further on Hunger Games,
yeah,
there's something I need to point out here.
That's not what I thought this was going.
No, it's because sidebar.
Okay, sidebar. Okay.
Jennifer Lawrence's character, Katniss,
Everdeen. Yep, you're welcome.
got together with Peeta, right?
Peeta. Oh, not Peter. Peeta. Gotcha.
He's a fucking 7 at best. There's no way Katniss fucks Peeta. There's no way.
Peeta is safe.
She gets away from a Hemsworth? Are you kidding me?
To quote Shrinking, he is safe dick.
He is safe, but there's no way he's a 7 at best.
But his
That's
loyalty,
with his glow up, by the way, when he goes to the whatever.
They make him a 10. And he's also isn't he in Future Man, that show?
I won't hear otherwise. He's a 7 at best.
But he's a
Katniss
lovely boy.
wouldn't be cut dead with him.
You don't I think that she's inclined towards the nice, the good fellas. I don't want to say nice fellas anymore.
She can find a good fella with a hot body too, though. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look
Somebody
at the other
over
Hemsworths.
5'6", I think. Okay. Anyway, always on the run, Lenny Kravitz.
Fucking great song. Have you seen? I just recently watched. There was a callback to on Fallon. They had Zoe Kravitz on watching a video of Lenny working out. He's got fucking 150 pounds on a barbell, and he's on a reverse incline doing a sit up and a bench press.
That's
in fucking
him.
Leather pants and a mesh shirt.
That's him lifting a Peeta.
Yeah, that's him lifting a Peeta, and not the tasty kind. Thank you so much. I'll,
All right, let's move it along, everybody. Let's get to the Sink of
the week. I'm still stuck there. Yes, let's get to the sink of the week.
All right.
Shall I go or shall you go?
Go, you shall go.
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna rock paper scissors Spock this.
Oh,
shit.
you want to do it?
Lizard Spock? Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2.
I don't know what that is.
You want to try it again?
I'll go.
Let's try it again. Here, right here. 1, 2. It's kind of fucked up because
I can't see your hands. I don't know what you're doing. Oh, you have paper.
Because I was gonna do whatever you didn't. Oh, you put it under. I'm cheating. All right, there you go.
Okay.
Stu won.
I did not win. I've won nothing.
If you didn't see this on YouTube, Stu won.
Did not. Anyway, mine is from for those post-apocalyptic fans out there.
Me.
Silo is back on the airwaves on the Apple TVs. Apple
God,
TV.
If you thought Game of Thrones was dark, like in visual,
we have to turn off all the lights to fucking see this show.
I have to actually change my TV setting to dynamic and turn the brightness up.
We watched it in the dark. But it's. I mean, it is fucking great. The addition of Steve Zahn this season is great. I don't want to get. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but there is a drop in episode 3 of Red Rain by Peter Gabriel. It's one of the only needle drops I've heard in the entire series because if you've seen the show, there's no. It's any sci-fi show. Like you watch a Star Trek, you watch the Star Wars shows, you watch any of the far future shit. They don't want any of that music any of the music unless you're watching Guardians of the Galaxy to put you in a certain time. So they kind of have all these original compositions. Yeah. Even with the Star Trek musical episode on Strange New Worlds. So to have a needle drop like this in a show like this for the purpose they used it for, I don't want to give any spoilers. Spoilers, sweetie. It really stuck out. And it's first off, if you're not a Peter Gabriel fan, get the fuck off my porch.
Get the fuck out of there.
You know, just kidding. I understand he's not for everybody, but I think the man is fucking brilliant. And so this song, like immediately I was like, is that fucking Peter Gabriel? And it was, of course, you know, like set with, it's not like like played over any scene or a montage or anything like that. It's actually like it's played on a, record player in the show. I'm just letting you know that it takes place in the world of the show. It's not a playover. What do you call that when you have it in, like, it's part of some character's action, not
as action music and not a needle drop.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Anyway, so it's that's my sink of the week is Red Rain by Peter Gabriel, Silo season 2 episode 3, and Thomas Glubich. Glubich or Glubich? Do you know?
I believe.
He's a supervisor on that. And well done. Fucking great song for that scene.
Yeah. Silo's an amazing show.
It's really good.
Yes. Rebecca Ferguson.
Yep.
Oh, hi. All right, I'm going with a show called Missing You on Netflix. This is part of the Harlan Coben universe. Harlan Coben has an amazing run going on right now. This motherfucker writes books and has like a 12 show deal with Netflix. He writes a book.
That's awesome.
Goes to Netflix. So if you watch one of them, you will watch all of them. They basically are like Harlan Coben's Missing You on, when you're
kind of like a Tyler Perry kind of thing.
Yeah, when you see like people also liked, it's like all of them. It's fucking great. Nice. And if you like one of them, you're gonna love them all. He's a great kind of thriller mystery writer. It's a lot of weird suburban things going on that a cop has to solve, but things are not what they seem. I'm not really into police procedurals, but the way that he does them is great. And by the way, I call every one of these shows the Rich Brit kitchen shows.
Fantastic.
Because every one of them has an amazing fucking kitchen in a British person's house.
Fantastic.
Like the island and the lighting under cabinets. Everything is beautiful in these fucking houses in Britain. I love them.
Yeah.
And so they're worth it. They all kind of share the same cast members too. like
Yeah.
Richard Armitage and Jessica Plummer, James
Thorin.
Nesbitt.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Rosalind is in this one. She stars in this one as well. I can't. I'm fucked up with her last name. But anyway, this is called Missing You, and it's on Netflix. And the song that I'm picking is called Missing You from John Waite.
Oh.
Now, this is the front runner, in my opinion, for the sync of the year.
Oh, wow.
Which may be something we do this year. We may give out awards. But
Oh,
the sync of
major
the
awards.
year, it has multiple uses.
Yeah.
It's central to the story.
Yeah.
Over a minute of the needle drop.
Oh, wow.
There's
That's
a
intense.
karaoke sing showing lyrics. I mean, this is like publisher
That's big, yeah.
cum shot stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, it's
And,
fine.
and also, the name of the track is the same as the show.
They said the name of the show in
I
the
know.
song.
It's amazing. So, as it turns out, Harlan was thinking about this song when he was writing the book. When the book came out, he did some public appearances with John Waite.
Oh, cool.
John Waite came and was like, and then he was bugging him. You can read this article about it where John Waite was calling him, hey, I did this. Here's another version of it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, by the way, here's a duet version of it. And he's like, hey,
Ooh.
we got it. We got it. We like
Yeah.
the song. We're going to use it throughout the whole series.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to have a song that is pertinent to the story of the series, that becomes the name of the series, and is used all throughout the series. It's a fucking great sync. This is what music syncs are used for and should be used for.
Yeah.
The scoop has been, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Missing You on Netflix is my sync of the week.
That's an excellent show. Have you watched all of Harlan Coben's show?
Every fucking single one. I know all the kitchens.
Fantastic.
I'm telling you, I love the kitchens.
I know all the kitchens.
I love them. I love them so much.
That's well played.
Pieces
That's
of
well
You,
played,
great
yeah.
kitchen.
Excellent.
Every single one that I watch, I could tell you, it could have been a better kitchen in that one. And by the way, it's not just the main characters. Like, even when they visit someone's house, you're like, fucking great kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, it is a thing. It's a thing in them. If you've watched these, listen, if you're listening to this, come fight me. Because if you've seen these, I know you agree with me. You'll be like, oh my God, it's true. They all have fucking amazing kitchens. Like, I think it's a thing that he makes sure happens in the shows.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So
That's
there
great.
you go. All right, that is Sync of the Week. Let's get to last call, everybody. Do you have anyone to shout out? You got anybody
I am. I'm going to
to
shout out my friends in Judge Roughneck.
Hey!
Because this weekend they are doing a benefit show for our fallen friend, Mr. David Dinsmore. Benefit for his family, and to help out defray some of the costs that have been incurred from his untimely passing. And shout out to them. They're putting a benefit show on at one of our favorite Denver venues, the Oriental Theater, the O. And if you'd like to donate, we'll have a link somewhere. We'll find it. Be right down here. So shout out to Judge Roughneck for putting that together. They've got Angelo from Fishbone flying in for the show.
Nice.
So it's going to be a good, funky evening full of reggae, and shout out to my friends, and especially our beautiful brother David Dinsmore. We miss you, buddy.
Totally. There's too much of that shit going on recently.
Yeah.
Too many. So just keep going, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to shout out a band called Small Time Giants. This is a rock band out of Greenland.
Mm-hmm.
And forgive me, boys, out of Qaqortoq.
Oh, wow.
Qaqortoq, Greenland.
Wow.
Now, I'm shouting out this band for no fucking reason at all. Greenland is not in the news whatsoever.
Yeah,
if you Google Greenland, maybe you'll see why I'm shouting them out.
They are the music scene, aren't they?
Greenland doesn't fucking need America to buy it. Shut the fuck up. They've got great bands. They've got great music. They've got great food. They've got great people. There is a good history. Shut the fuck up. Go support Small Time Giants over in Greenland.
Fantastic. Well played, sir. Well played. Oh, wait.
If you would like a last call, send us some questions, jokes, or comments, release announcements, anything like that over there at Two Shots Music Pod. You can email us anytime, twoshotsmusicpod@gmail.com. And that will pretty much do it for us. I mean, that's a wrap. Remember to subscribe on YouTube. Hit that bell. Hit that button. It helps the channel. We love it.
Ding.
Leave us 5 stars over there on the podcast. And this podcast is everywhere you get podcasts too, but we love you on YouTube.
Yes. We love the YouTube because, I mean, look at us. We're fucking gorgeous.
I mean, it is hilarious that there are less people watching our YouTubes now that we're on video.
Are they like, oh, they don't look like I got.
No, I think it's too hot. I think it may be too hot.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're bringing the hotness.
They're like,
They
oh,
don't
I
like
thought they
hotness.
were uglier. I can't watch that
Like,
with my
you can't do
partner
that.
in the
It's like-
room. I get that.
My pants just blow right off the second
You
it
can
comes
watch
down
it
the
on your phone alone in the bathroom if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
I am writing another book right now of short stories you can take to the bathroom with you.
Yeah. What's it called?
Porcelain Tales.
There we go. Very nice.
I'm just
All
giving
right.
it away.
Until we talk to you next week, follow us over there at Two Shots Music Pod, and we love you so much. Write a song. Hope you look and feel good this year. And take care of yourself.
Please. Love you. Write a great song. We'll see you soon.
Nice dismount.
Thank you.
All right.
Ooh.
NPR. Thank you.
Good day. All the kitchens.
Rich Kitchen. Bye.
Bye.